Hi, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden with PANDO. I have not done one of these videos in a long time, and it is time. It is one of those moments where people are coming to me and I'm starting to collect them all together. It's such a wonderful feeling. Like I have found my people and I found the right stream, and I feel like my ship just came into this massive stream, and suddenly it's this waterfall effect of just. So I'll wake up and suddenly I'll have 3 meetings with beautiful new people coming to me with their idea. And today is a day where universe says, it's time to come out of hiding, Anna. Yes, 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 yes. I have to not hide anymore. And I can finally just, I come from the future. I come in peace. That's right. That's right. I come in peace and love for all humanity. And this is something that I have been building since I was 4 years old. It started in 1984, which I think is really like tickles me pink. 1984. And to see it finally come to fruition, and all the dominoes that I've been playing with since I was 4 just fell into line. And it's just, I've been here before and I can see what's next. I can see what's next. And it's just I'm going to just sit back, kick my feet back, and just observe. This is the part where I just get to say, I'm building something and I'm bringing all my people together and I'm collecting my people. Join my sunshine rays. So I was talking to a beautiful soul yesterday, and in the middle of it, he invited me to write down all of my brainstormed ideas, and he would give his wisdom, which I greatly appreciated. And I went to write down the 10 list, and that is not what it all came out. What came out was this beautiful montage of all of my people on stage going, "Who will meet me next?" And he's like, "All right, we're going to write this play and put everybody together." And by the time I was done, I had this weird thing where I went, oh, so I have a mascot, which is the philosopher bard, where I just come out and I present my sunshine. And the reason why is for 2 reasons. The first reason, well, 3 reasons. The first reason is it's me and it's fun. The second reason is because it is how your subconscious mind learns. It is how all subconscious minds learn. They learn through story, theater, and song. So if I want to sit here and lecture you on philosophy and Plato, your brain's going to go, we all know that feeling? So in order to keep you engaged, because it's a subconscious mind, there's only 2 ways you can talk to a subconscious mind, and that's with a song in your heart, theater and stage. The second thing is also, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't ready for this. That's okay. We all grow in our own time. So if I come to you in this theatrical performance of meanness, that's okay. They have the ability to go, oh, it's a story and it's fiction, as much as they need until they're ready for it. But for the rest of us, you get it because you're my people. So it absolutely serves 3 fronts. It's me, so I can be my authentic self. It's entertaining because this is how the subconscious mind absorbs information and learns. And it allows the people who need it, their delusion, just a little bit longer, and that's okay. So this is a combination of reflecting and just, I'm at this point of view where I'm looking at the whole ultimate picture and I'm going, it is time. When I started this, I was at the bottom working with patrons one-on-one, and it was just not, I could not get anything off the ground. And I realized, it took me a very long time to realize this, that I needed to be selling business to business, which is why I couldn't get my business off the ground. So I moved up to work one-on-one with businesses. Not good enough. And I realized that I am 4 tiers above the patron. So it's patron, business, 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 me. And as soon as I found the right tier, this is really important for your own business. As soon as I found the right tier, boom, everyone just came together. Now I'm like, wow, I woke up and I've got 3 meetings. I've got more introductions and I'm just finding my people because I found the right tier. So if your business is not taking off, you might not be at the right tier. And finding that fourth tier of, oh, I am the coach of the coaches of the coaches of the coaches. Gotcha. And the reason why is because it allows me to get the biggest bang for my buck. So it's this beautiful plugin. It's this network. And I'm like, all right, I got a societal plugin. And that was my other big problem, is having this vast vision. And I remember I was talking with Douglas Adams, and he and I were like, I remember it very well. It was a Tuesday. And he says, you got to ask the right question. He does that a lot. And I opened up his riddle, which is a mathematical equation buried in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I did the math and I went, oh, it's a mathematical formula. Oh, he embedded a mathematical formula inside of his book. Oh, how clever. So I wrote out the mathematical formula that's buried in the book, and then I solved for X. And when I did that, I went, how am I going to market this? That's the ultimate question. And then he's like, you got to ask the right question. Oh, okay. So about 3 questions later, that allowed me to solve the riddle, solve for X. And then I had the answer to life, the universe, and everything. But you got to ask the right question. So I'm still sitting here going, yeah, but how am I going to market this thing? This is not easy to market. This is the most complex, crappy thing in the world to market. And I realized what was my problem was the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper was the problem. So I'm going to explain to you what the gatekeeper was. If you're in business, you know what the gatekeeper is. And if you don't, because you're new, I will educate you. The gatekeeper is when you want to sell to a CEO, but the CEO is clever, and they have a secretary. And the secretary has been given one job. Don't let anybody in. That's your job. Don't let anybody in. So now you've got a CEO, and your job is to get to the CEO, but you got that secretary going, I'm not letting anyone in. Now, a good secretary will not let anyone in. Yep, that's the gatekeeper. I used to sell business to business. I knew how to get around those people because I know psychology, good psychology. So, hey, I'm going, why can't I get around to people? What is going on? And I had this massive mathematical epiphany of, I understand why I can't get through to people. The subconscious mind also has a gatekeeper. It's called logic. Now, fortunately, I'm a logician, so I know how to get around that. And I'm like, oh, no wonder why they're rejecting me, because their logic says no. So I come in with my awesomeness, and they're going, you don't make any logical sense, because it's absolutely rejected by their logical comprehension of the world. The reality is X, you are Y, therefore you do not apply. You must be fiction. Yes, that's exactly what I am. I'm not real. I've had this conversation with people. I'm not real. That's right. Yep, been there. So I'm going, how do I get around this? And I figured it out. How to get around this is this way. I start off with this. I come in peace. I am from the future, and I come in peace and love for humanity. That's right. I am from the future, and I do dimension walk, and I have seen the future. In fact, I have 7 new academic disciplines that I bring from the future to prove it. I'm very excited about this. About 3 years ago, I had this manifestation with myself. You know what I want, universe? I want to have the ability just once in my life to say, I come in peace. And then I remember thinking with her, I'm going to have to be an alien to do that. That makes me sad, because I'm not an alien. So how am I going to be able to say that line? Well, I manifested it anyway. And here I am 3 years later going, oh my God, I get to say the line. I get to say the line. I am from the future, and I come in peace. So that allows me to now step into the minds that receive me. And now the resistance is gone. The resistance is completely gone. And I'm like, oh, wow, I can finally talk to people and connect. I'm so happy. So I have 7 new academic disciplines, and that's what's wrong with society, is we are missing the 7 academic disciplines. And I already know how to plug them in, because I'm from the future, and I've already seen how it's done, and I know how to plug them in, and I've already seen how I'm going to do it. And our only agenda is this: don't make the children cry. We have to do this gently, calmly, quietly, and peacefully. And it's going to be gradual, in waves. We have a plan. It's called the Radical Global Healing Plan, and we have a healing engine, and we're all set to go. I'm very excited, and it's already in motion. And here's what's going on is there are 2 types of people. I am looking for people to collaborate. People who say, I got a network. I got something great. Great. Let's get you into PANDO. And we're going to give you those 7 new academic disciplines. These are futuristic. They've never been heard of before. They are new. They are contradicting some of the stuff that's already in existence, which is the problem. They're going to fix that. I already see how it's going to go, and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. We are upheld by the ethical law of Mother Nature and natural order. It's okay. In fact, we're going to teach you the truth formula. I have gifts from the future. Oh, I love my life. I have the best life. I teach you how to be cool too. So I have gifts from the future, like the truth formula, and I have the narcissist cure. So once you go through my stuff, you're going to be like, holy crap, I can tell everybody who's lied to me. It's really awesome shit. It's great stuff. So we're uploading that into our website, the Healing Garden, and that is available to all members. You do not have to be a PANDO member to obtain that information. However, people who do want to get into our catalog, who get into the Foreman market, where they are taking a, I'm not going to say pledge. I'm going to say it's more of a, they choose to become ethical. They're ethical knights. They are knights of the round table. Yeah, totally. I want to bring that back. So we're going to bring it back. And I know we do it because I can see it in the future. So we're going to be knights at the round table again. I say King Arthur's knights at the round. That's what we're doing right now, right? Yeah. We're going to have knighting. We're going to have swords. I'm so excited because we knight people and we do ethical order, the natural law and the ethical order. So for those of you who want to adhere to the code and take the vow and live according to the 12 ethics, we absolutely have that available. It's very, very exciting. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, these 12 ethics are not new to our culture. They've just been forgotten and lost, and I'm just bringing them back because Rome happened, those assholes. So these 12 ethics, once you learn them, you're going to go, wait a minute, this is the stuff that Christ taught. And you're going to go, wait a minute, this is the stuff that Muhammad taught. And you're going to go, wait a minute, this is the stuff that the Buddha taught. And you're going to go, wait a minute, this is the stuff that Confucius taught. Yep, we know. Yep. They're there. Except none of us teaching it anymore because it got forgotten. So once you see them, you're going to see them everywhere and be like, whoa, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. So these are not my ethics. These are Mother Nature's ethics. And I'm the delivery boy. So here are the 12 ethics. That's actually one of the things that we cover is the 12 ethics. It's one of the stuff. The 12 ethics are the parent of the Fibonacci sequence. It's really cool shit. And I'm very, very excited. So this is an invitation that if all the shit I am saying to you resonates with you and you're going, oh my God, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. I know, right? I'm excited. Then contact me. If you have an idea, contact me. Absolutely. If you are going, holy shit, you got to meet people. Oh yeah. So this is my job. My job, Mother Nature has messages. I got to give you the messages. So the first message, this is the most important message. You have people in your network. It's very important that I speak to the most influential person in your network. They've got to get this information. They have to pass it on to their most ethical person, their most influential. It's very important I speak with them. I'm trying to get ahead of the war. We know how to stop the war. We're trying to get there, but in order to do that, we've got to go up. We've got to go up. So this is called 3-dimensional networking. Everybody practices 1- and 2-dimensional networking. This is 3-dimensional networking. 3-dimensional networking is when you network up instead of out. It's really cool. So 3-dimensional network is when you locate the most influential, powerful person in your network and you say, hey, somebody who I have met, spoken to, says I have to pass on this message and that you'll know what to do with it. Here it is. And give them this video. Absolutely vital. They'll know. The person must be ethical. Mandatory. Ethical and influential because I got to go up. So that's the first thing. That's the first message. And every time I forget to tell that, Mother Nature hurts me. So I'm making sure that it gets out there this time. The second thing that's absolutely imperative is you have a piece of a puzzle. I have a piece of the puzzle. I am assembling the puzzle. I know what the puzzle looks like. Everyone in this world has a piece of the puzzle. It's time to put the pieces together. I need your piece of the puzzle. Get into PANDO. It's time to connect. The third thing, what was the third thing? There's a third thing. I'm supposed to tell them the third thing. What was the third thing? I do not remember the third thing, so I'll probably record another video when it comes to me. I'm glad I got the most important two things out there. So what I need, what I am looking for, people to collaborate. People to collaborate. You're going, oh my God, I got a piece of the puzzle. I know you do. Yeah, we need it. Bring it in. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. Absolutely. This is called radical collaboration. That's what we're doing here. Radical collaboration. Oh yeah, I remember now. My job is to unite the leaders of the leaders of the leaders. So there's all the leaders, and then there's the leaders. My job is to unite them and put them all together and hook them up to the engine, because I know how to use physics to make people go. That's why I know exactly how to do everything that we need to do with physics. It's really cool. So we are going to put everything together, put the momentum together. The other thing is Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing a meeting on Zoom. This is PANDO members only. If you want to be part of the meeting, then just grab the link on Tuesdays in one of the groups that we have it available and jump in. Now, I'm not going to be leading these meetings. I'm going to be managing them, monitoring them. I'm going to be like helping them along, fueling them, but it's not a think tank because we got the Radical Global Healing Plan. What these meetings are is you say, I got an idea. This is my project. And other people go, oh my God, I'm working on the same project. We need to collaborate. And I go, there you go. And then you two start building this weird, new, awesome sculpture thing with your two ideas, and they merge into this new thing. And then somebody will go, hey, we got something like that. Great. Put them together. We got to connect. And that's what these meetings on Tuesday are going to be for. I know how to take ideas and move them forward into energy. I know how to do that. 100% of everybody in PANDO needs to get the user manual for the subconscious mind. This is the part where I say, these are the gifts from the future. The user manual for the subconscious mind. We have the algorithm and we have the prosthetic subconscious mind. So we're going to start using you how to use your own mind. The second thing is the God code. I know how to turn people into ethical geniuses. It's really cool. This is really, really important. This is really, really important. It is going to be ethical geniuses that figure out how to save our planet. Do the math. Do the math. The brain does not work logically if there's mental trauma. So we got to clean out your brain so you can unlock your brain so you can solve the problems. I, for reasons unknown to me, cannot access that knowledge. I don't know why yet. I think it's because I'm not supposed to. I think it's because if I did, it would distract me from my goal, and I have to stay on task. So I'm not allowed that information. So I cannot study ecology. I cannot study global warming. I'm not allowed to. Mother Nature said no, at least not now. And I think it's because it will distract me from the Radical Global Healing Plan. You guys are going to have to do that. I am not going to be studying medical science because I have seen enough violence and gore to last me a lifetime. So I will not be touching medical science because I cannot handle it. I will not touch it. So I'm going to need other people, doctors, surgeons, to access my information so they can turn on their brain and become ethical geniuses. So they will stop thinking two-dimensionally, and then they will start to think three-dimensionally. By the way, I have dimension, like time dimension and dimension theory and all that jazz. So time is not at all what we think it is. It's different. It's very different in the future. And that's one of the things that you're going to have to get rid of as you come into PANDO. You'll see. Most of you are time blind anyway. You're going to be like, that's fine. I'm time blind. The reason why you're time blind is because in the abstract, the time is relative to the self. Time is relative to the self. So the other thing, what is the other thing? Right. Ethical genius. So we need to start turning people into ethical geniuses because they are the ones who are going to cure and solve the global crisis and resolve the resource problem. Economists is going to be another one. Now, I have power economics. That's something else that I'm bringing in. Power economics is amazingly different, and it's really powerful stuff. It uses physics with economy. It's economics meets physics meets Pythagorean psychology all merged into one. And it shows you how the human mind is literally an electromagnetic field. It's really cool. And once you know that it's an electromagnetic field, you understand how physics can be used inside the brain to motivate and, move things, and its inertia and its velocity and all that jazz. So once you understand all of that, that's another massive thing that's going to see a massive momentum push forward. So all of these tools, all of these 7 academic disciplines, when you get into PANDO, you really need to start jumping right into this work. And this is triadic healing, where it's get this knowledge and start it going. Now, the education, the information is 100% free. And I'm supposed to be doing workshops, like 1-week workshops. So my workshops are going to be starting up. If you want one-on-one, if you want my services, that's a whole nother, I have a catalog for that. And that's like a whole, you guys can go take a look at that if you want. But the workshops is a huge part of it also. And the free workshops, that's going to be available. And that's going to be group, as well as those meetings on Tuesday, probably Thursday. I see Thursday workshops. I really see Thursday workshops, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday workshops. I really see those. So that's going to be available, and that's to cover literally everything. That's like going to be my philosopher's lounge, where we sit down and we talk about everything that's being discussed. That's Journey into the Self. So we have those on Thursday. We have the Zoom meetings on Tuesday. And then, yeah, that's it. So it's vital that you absolutely get the user's manual for the subconscious mind, the 12 ethics, the learning journey of the discovered self, Pythagorean psychology, all of these things. If you are a healer or a light worker coming into my work, coming into the garden, coming into PANDO, I'm going to tell you right now, Freud is not allowed. Freud is garbage, and it's incompatible with Pythagorean psychology. There's a fraction of the stuff in Freudian psychology that works, a fraction of it. It's a fraction of a fraction, but that's all covered in Pythagorean psychology. So Pythagorean psychology was invented by Pythagoras in 2,000 years ago, and it was mastered in like 500 years. So, well, not even 100 years. Yeah, because Pythagoras invented it, and then 100 years later, Plato and all the schools were built up teaching it. So this psychology is a 2,000-year-old science with math, logic, and physics. And that's what philosophy actually was Pythagorean psychology, but you have to experience it. You cannot study philosophy. You were supposed to experience it, which is what I did, which is where all this stuff came from. So all of these sources are now available to you. And as I build more courses on my website, that's going to be available to you. So bring in people. If you have a network, bring them in so we can start helping them get access to these resources and these new academic disciplines. Whenever anyone studies these disciplines, I hear the same thing. Oh my God, it's everything I should have learned in life and didn't. Yeah, that's right. It's literally the missing link. It's all of the stuff that has been missing from our culture for 1,600 years that's been making our lives crappy. So by plugging it back in, life is going to get really awesome here soon, guys. The end is here. Like it's over. You made it. You can rest. You made it. It's okay. It's going to be okay now. Like truly. So welcome to PANDO. Welcome to the Healing Garden. Please reach out and say hello. Absolutely. If you have a network and you're like, oh my God, I got to talk to you, please say hello. DM me on LinkedIn, DM me on Facebook, and say hello. Tell me you got to meet me, and then we're going to chat, and you're going to like feel my energy, and I'm going to feel your energy, and we're going to like merge that energy together, and it'll be amazing. All right. Thank you so much. And may the kindest of words always find you.